I just made a massive mistake. This is exactly what I mean. These are the things that you don't see because it's just not good. This is the reality of running a business. That's sustainable, that's good, that's rewarding, but it's the reality. And sometimes it's not very good. You have been lied to by... Good morning, everybody. RJ136 coming at you guys with another video. Today, we have an interesting topic. Someone is not wanting to go number 2. And we've been wandering around trying to get her to go number 2. And she doesn't want to go number 2. This is how busy we have been today so far. And it is only 7:23 in the a.m. What I was explaining is that you have been lied to by the people. Full-time reselling takes a lot of time. And I wanted to kind of show and talk about what that looks like. I've done day in the life videos, but I haven't really got the chance to really talk about the actual time that it takes to take this step into that in my life. Right now, full-time reselling is not something I've been doing for years and years and years. I've been reselling for years and years and years, but on and off and casual here and there. And about 5 months ago, I think, I made the commitment to go full-time into reselling. I didn't have much of a choice. I was either going back to just a regular job, which, I mean, come on. I chose full-time reselling instead. There's days that I definitely take 12-hour days. On Monday, I took a 13-hour day. I literally got so behind on editing this video, and I've committed to dropping a video every single Monday that I fell behind, and I had to continue editing, and I posted the video, I think, at like 10:30 or 11 o'clock my time. Sometimes it feels like a 12-hour day because I'm just doing work. And then I'm like done at the time where it would be like a 12-hour day. It's like right now I'm in this phase where I'm in building mode. And because we're in summer, I could view this as like a slow time of the year where sales are not as crazy because it's summer. But if I keep my foot on the gas pedal, I'm growing my store so I can prepare for Q4. We still have a lot that needs to get done today, and I wanna take you along with. We're running a sale right now on the store so we can just keep sales moving on eBay. Right now on eBay, we got 6 total sales. I sold a Ralph Lauren t-shirt for $20, took an offer on that one. I sold a Duluth Trading women's pants for $15. Again, I think I took another offer on that one. I sold a Faraday, is that how you say it? Faraday or yeah, Faraday shirt that I literally posted that sold really, really quick for $25. Probably could have got a lot more out of that, seeing that like it posted and sold so fast, but I just took it so we could sell anyways. Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren. Oh, we just got these, I think. Yeah, we did just get these. That's nice. Those went for $17.79. Duluth Trading Skort, a skirt shorts thing. And then Cinch jeans, 42 by 32, $16.57. Let's take a look at Poshmark here. Like I said, yeah, we have one Poshmark sale today. These are the Levi's super low women's jeans. They went out for $25. Depop, I've accepted a couple offers, but as we've talked about before, Depop, fix that offers thing. Lady Luck hat on Depop, I'm gonna make $13 on that one. And then Cinch Ian jeans, those went, I'm gonna make $12 on that one. So that is all the sales today. Yeah. Ouchies. It's just the summertime, and that's something that I expected. If I'm expecting things to just be like the best ever, then I'm only setting myself up for failure when summer slowdown happens. It's bound to happen, especially in the clothes industry. I'd rather be surprised when I'm having a really good sale or a good week or whatever. What we have to do now, I have to get ready. I have to get dressed into my clothes for today. I gotta ship. And then I have to get gas in the car. And then the part I'm the most excited about is caffeine. So let's go do that. Oh, I want to talk without being YouTube dramatic, if you will. The reality of what people don't talk about or show in reselling
full time. And just a thought to have for some people that might be considering it or thinking about it, or maybe you're just interested in hearing what I have to say about the world of reselling. You've probably heard that everybody has the same amount of time in the day. The most rich man in the world has the same amount of time that, you know, somebody in a country that I've never even heard of, or on an island that, you know, whatever, they have the same amount of time that I do. I've jumped around between a lot of businesses, and I've kind of talked about the story, so I'll save a very long story. I've had multiple different businesses, and just understanding what it's like to start a business and to run a business, sustain a business, what have you. Saying that I used to say when I started a business, and I would encourage you to just like even think of, is that just because you don't have anything to do right now doesn't mean you shouldn't do anything. Doing something that will actually move the needle, sometimes you have to try to create that out of thin air. I think about my time all the time. Especially in this business. I am thinking about how I can save time. I'm thinking how I can utilize time. I'm thinking about everything. I'll show you what exactly I mean, because it is a constant thing that's in my head. I have a constant timer in my head on just utilizing my time the most efficiently and utilizing it to move the needle correctly. Something that I thought of that really sparked wanting to make this video was just showing the reality of what it's like with time constantly running in my head. You have to love this enough and enjoy this enough to want to be able to do this. It is a grind. It is a hustle. There's a lot of things that I like about this business, but you have to like this business based off of how much work, at least I'm putting in this starting phase, and that I'm learning a lot that I want to showcase. Not that people don't show it. It's just so hard to be able to find the time to show this stuff. This is like what this channel is about, is like the raw reality of business and what it's like to do this. This is the reality of running a business that's sustainable, that's good, that's rewarding, but it's the reality. And sometimes it's not very good. Let me show you. The time is 9:17. I'm walking into the bins right now. We'll see how long and how hectic it gets. Hectic is always a good thing, though. It usually means that we're gonna be busy. Now, this system is not perfect, but this is the most recent. It feels like 80 million degrees out, and it has been like that this whole week. But I literally wait for a rotation, grab my stuff, and book it to the nearest place that would be at least relatively healthy and fast, and that's Chipotle. My fear is right now it's 12 o'clock. I like to try to leave a little bit earlier, but rotations were so busy. So this is the issue, is timing. Timing is everything. They don't talk about this stuff in reselling school. There should be a reselling school, or should there? I don't know. But now I'm gonna book it to Chipotle as fast as I can. I am nervous. Have you ever been to a Chipotle at 12 o'clock? At least the one nearby me, like the line is out the door. I was thinking on the way up here, like it wouldn't be crazy to just like buy a cooler and get a bunch of sandwiches or something that can sit in a cooler and not go bad in this super hot heat. Shout out to the people that I met that did Whatnot. It's always good talking to people of faith, and as well as people that do different models. They were talking about Whatnot, and I was like, ah, dang, that is enticing. Oh my gosh, no line at 12 o'clock? Ooh. Nice, let's get this. Hello, can I get a chicken bowl, please? To go. How much should we spend? $10.68. This was like $8 last time. I don't know. Maybe I need to get the app. I talked about this in an old video. It's like the theory of why it works to go to somewhere like Chipotle, because like if I get 2 extra rotations, I'm gonna get my $10 back from going to Chipotle. Some people in the comments actually mentioned like, hey, pack something in the car, which I did. I packed this peach, which it was cold when I packed it. Now it is warm. It's not hot, it's not warm, But peach Kirkland. First sip, best sip, let's see. I'm not kidding, it tastes like you just straight up took a bite out of a peach. A warm peach, not a cold peach, unfortunately. I feel like it's gross to eat lunch in the bins. You know, it's like, it's where people's hands are, the clothes are all dirty. Who knows the story behind all the clothes that I've grabbed? But this is like my life right now. It's just thinking about timing. Okay, I gotta time my time to Chipotle. Normally I eat lunch early, so that way I don't have a long line at Chipotle, but right now exactly at 12 o'clock there was no line, which is crazy. Then I got to time everything to make sure I don't miss rotation. Then I got to make sure that my parking spot's not too far, because then I'm running back and forth. I'm thinking about seconds sometimes. Let me get all of this situated. Get it situated, and then pick you guys back up. I just made a massive, massive mistake. See something missing? I forgot a fork. Straight up. What do I do? Oh no. I'm gonna have to think outside the box here. Let me show you what I got. Chicken bowl, green chili, cheese, sour cream, white rice, pinto beans. I think that's it. Let's try this. First bite, best bite. Oh no. And I forgot napkins. This is not good. I'm sorry you guys have to watch this. Okay, wait. Take my lid from Starbucks. See if this works. Luckily it's just water. Oh, much better. Much, much better. I gotta deal with this here, right there. Actually, I like this. I'm having it. I just spilled. This is why I'm glad I can stay for extra rotations, but this is so cool. But you can see already, there are stains galore. And honestly, I don't want to know what those stains are, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get it out. It's Polo by Ralph Lauren, made in Thailand. I'm going to look up comps to see if it's worth it. And I found these pretty cool for the personals. Levi 501 XX. Short. No tag on it, but I might keep this for a personal. We're late. I have to pick up Nadia in 6 minutes, and we are at least 20 to 25 minutes depending on traffic. But the car is completely full. I don't know if I made a massive mistake or not, but there was a whole bin, an entire bin, full of Brooks Brothers and Ralph Lauren shirts. I just grabbed the whole thing. Was that a mistake? I did a quality check at least, but I don't know. My face is just getting redder and redder. This AC on this car is not it, fam. So right now, what's going on in my head? There's a lot that I need to get done. I still have to finish up some listing. I have to post the items, obviously. And then I kind of have to organize things out. The nice thing about having that crazy bin with all the Brooks Brothers in it is that I probably won't have to source tomorrow, which is really helpful. If I have enough items to be able to list today and Monday and a little bit extra just in case, then I don't source on Fridays. I don't know if you can hear the AC. It's that type of day today. I'm so excited for next week. It's gonna be raining. Normally, what most people live is they're like, all right, my day's over. I'm gonna go home and relax and cook some dinner and do whatever. But I still have a lot to do today. However long I was at the bins, I think I left at like 2:45 to 2:50. I don't know if I said what time I got there at. This is just the reality of what it takes. You know, there's just days that it's gonna take longer. Luckily, tomorrow is not gonna be a really heavy reselling day. You know, I don't think I'll have to source extra just based off of what I got today. Tomorrow's gonna be a YouTube day where I'm editing this YouTube. What's up, future RJ? You and your AC must be nice. Hey, beautiful.
We folded a lot of towels. I just grabbed full bins of heavy duty bins full of towels, dirty towels.
Wow. Your life is surrounded by bins.
Oh my gosh.
And moving heavy
Oh my
articles
gosh.
of clothing.
That's so true. First off, I just want to tell you again, it is totally fine if you're late.
Thank you.
Literally.
This is what support. Oh, look, horses.
Oh, horses. Support your partner.
Amen. You tell them.
Support them.
Yeah.
Your butt can wait.
Well, yeah.
Unless it's an emergency.
Yeah, facts.
Or you're having a baby or something.
Yeah. The reason why I was late, they called rotation. Everybody gets ready. And I was like, oh, perfect. We'll hit this rotation. I'll be able to leave and be on time. They literally go, oh, never mind. It's like, I've never heard them do that. Yeah. There's a rotation I see, and I just see a bunch of men's button-ups, like a bin full. They start going, and this girl starts like already grabbing. I'm like, oh wait, hold on, they haven't called it yet. And then they call it, and she goes on to some more clothes, and I just flip one of them over, and then two of them over. I saw like Brooks Brothers, and like Ralph Lauren.
Oh my gosh.
And I just grabbed an armful and just walked myself back over. The video today is about time. Time, man, am I right? Time.
I kept myself super busy today.
Good.
Because usually when I realize this, because I always want it to be slow, but when it's slow, time goes really slow.
Yes. All right, think of a good transition for us to go show them what we got back at the Illegal Violence store. What should we say?
See you in a second.
Second. Just like that. It definitely took us 1 second. Behind me is a lot of stuff from our death pile. Right here, these two things are just from stuff from today. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys just the bangers or the things that I like. Maybe not even just bangers, but just the things that I'm liking, because I feel like it's gonna get, one, repetitive when I'm showing all the same stuff. And two, it's just gonna be a whole video of me showing you what I got, unless you guys want a video like that. I think I've done that once and it just didn't do well, so. But let's count out the Brooks Brothers shirts that we got, okay? 1, 2, 3. This is a Ralph Lauren, but we'll count it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That was 16 Brooks Brothers and 1 Ralph Lauren. It looks like they're all the same size. So they are the Brooks Brothers regular, 17.5 by 35. Now, was this a major mistake? I don't know. But I did it. So this was someone's entire Brooks Brothers collection. Let's look up the comps, and together I will explain what I'm doing. Brooks Brothers, if I can spell right, button up. Or wait, are these button up or button down? How do you tell the difference between button up? My dad said it best. Button up is what you do to the shirt, button down is what you do to the collar. So this collar does not have a button. I think I did get a Brooks Brothers that was a button down today, but there's no button on this collar. So I'm just gonna say button up shirt. And now we have a million things. So I always start with like pre-owned. We're already in the men's shirts that we want. I'm gonna go size. And this is when it gets really weird. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. This is when it gets really weird for these button ups, but I see size 35, which is not on here. Let's start with color. Already looking good. Color, and then sleeve length. We're gonna go long sleeve. Size. What do you guys do when you see these, right? It says 17.5, 35. Is 35 the actual size, or is it 17.5? I don't know. I'm gonna do in between 34 and 36. Pattern, we'll just do the solids, the solid white for now. 48 and 8. Nice, okay. Oh wait, 18 and 8. Ah, see, this is eBay, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 8 divided by 18. That gets 0.44. So it's a 44% sell-through rate. Now, yes, this was like in between. There wasn't exactly a 35. Hopefully that's not a bad sign. Or I'm the only 35. I don't know, but we'll see. But sometimes eBay, you have to go back to that. So 18 to 8, we got a 44% sell-through rate for all of these. And just for the bins, let's talk about how much. Oh, and let me show you how much they're selling for before I get ahead of myself. So we got a 24, a 12, a 24, a 25, 15, 17, 19, 17, 16. So I would say $19.99 would be a solid price for all of these. And then we've got the other sizes. But let's see how much we paid
for just this bundle here. Think light. Think light. 11.8 pounds.
At $1.99 per pound, 11 pounds, 8 ounces comes out to $22.89.
I think I said it was 17. So 17 divided by, let's just say 22. So I paid 77, let's call it, like even 90 cents each. Pretty solid. 90 cents each into $19 is a pretty good price. Okay, so let's look at some of the other stuff that we got. Like I said, right now I'm going to show the bangers only, and then we'll get into, it's just, there just gets to be a lot. But we got this, I think I showed this, but it is a Polo by Ralph Lauren. You could call this blazer or overcoat. There's a lot of comps going in like the healthy 60s. Some of them were going even much higher. But the hard thing is that it's got these stains on it. I don't know if it's going to be picked up on camera. I think I showed it on my phone. They're a little sus, I'm not going to lie. And let's just assume as we go through, and maybe just for the sake of comps, like just assume that most of the things that I'm not showing you are those like $18 to $25 things. So we've got, you know, Polo Ralph Lauren pants. We've got some American Eagle baggy jogger pants. You know, that's kind of what we're getting here. Pranas, that type of stuff. So let's just go through, and then as you go through, you know, this one will be a good one. Gap low-rise boot fit. This one I was very surprised by the sell-through rate. I never grabbed Gap, but I forgot that Gap and like those Y2K mall brands, the Gap, Aeropostales, American Eagles, I feel like I'm forgetting some of them. Abercrombie and Fitch, obviously. Those Y2K ones do actually pretty good. Like the shorts, the thing. Oh, actually I have one I could show you right now that's going to be listed while we're on the honeymoon. Let me get it. This Hollister, like Y2K, like fleece or Sherpa lined. Heavy boy. Just bangers. So I forgot to look at Gap, and that's whatever. Hey, what's up?
I have the jeans on right now. Baggy, but they fit around the waist. It's the legs that are giant. But I wonder if, like, they still fit comfortable though. So I wonder if you could try like when they're cutting into shorts.
Okay, we can look at them. Let me go upstairs really quick. Okay, bye. I was down here while she was getting ready and stuff. Someone came to me and gave me a pair of cinch Levi jeans, which like is nothing crazy, but Nadia has been looking for a pair of cinch Levi jeans and she was convinced she wasn't gonna find them at the bins. But one of my friends actually that I've connected with, he's just gets vintage stuff, and I think it's mainly for the personal, but he gave them to me and I just threw him $5 because I was like, dude, thank you. You just made my fiance super happy. Nadia got him. So let's check it out. She called me and I answered on the watch, and then we'll come back. This is just a little, like, you know, interlude or whatever you want to call it in between.
Man, parts of me loves these jeans.
Those are sick.
These.
I like them. You could always cuff them up too. So you could do this. Watch.
Hey. No.
Or we could cut it to size for the inseam.
What do you mean? Oh, like cut these.
Fray the edge.
That probably would look good. Okay, we could at least do that, and then I'll try these on.
Okay.
Yeah, ankle length for now.
Right. We'll start the cut.
And Fram would look so sick. Like, I like the baggy style on people, but for me, it's dragging on the ground. I don't know, maybe it's a clean thing. I don't like that it's dragging on the ground. So maybe, that's why I always loved skinny jeans. Not anymore, obviously, but.
Got it, cut. Okay, cool. One thing that we have been enjoying doing is like customizing our clothing, whether that be just cutting and then eventually maybe even getting into hemming or whatever. It's just kind of fun to like, I always thought about it. I was listening to a YouTuber talk about this of like, it's cool to customize our cars, and I always did, but like customizing shorts. Oh, what are those?
Okay, this is the last part. I'm obsessed.
I like
with
those
this
ones.
style.
Are those the Abercrombie?
No, it's American Eagle.
Those are American Eagle? See, that's perfect. Because those are things that sometimes we're not buying.
Well, I love
I
these.
like that. I like
These
that a
are-
lot. Mid-thigh shorts. Okay,
like,
cool.
the ones that like are like to here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything that will not like modest short.
Okay.
Oh,
see.
that's gonna be so cute.
My cutting has been very uneven. But kind of what I've been doing when I cut is like lining it up to this table, making this even, and then just cutting along the table with these sharp scissors. Is that a good idea? Does it work? I don't know, but let's find out. And then once I get like a better size, so like, then I take it like this, and I'll fold in half, and now that's gonna give me the same size, I think. You always can cut more, but you can never bring any back. This might be a little long. And then to make them fray, you just throw them in the wash right away and they'll fray up.
I usually don't wear baggy stuff like this, and I'm trying. I usually wear leggings and stuff that I love joggers. I love things that like tighten to my ankle, but I know skinny jeans is not a thing anymore. So my thing is just when it drags on the ground, I don't like them.
So what does Nadia do? Does she cut them into shorts or does she keep them? Put in the comments and let us know.
You can be honest.
I like them long.
This
I'm
is
not gonna
3
lie.
sizes up, but I like the baggy. It's comfy.
Gonna expose myself a little bit. Here's a cut that I just did. I need a lot of work. Maybe it's the scissor sharpness, or maybe I shouldn't be using scissors to cinch things, but I made my own cutoff jeans and they actually turned out pretty good. But this is not it. That is very, very bad, RJ. Yeah, this is why I sell used clothing and not make clothing. I don't know, maybe I'll learn. But as of today, this needs some work. This would be a sick style for 2026. Yeah. Looks sophisticated or what? It's kind of cool. Jeans except for sleeves. What do you think, Sel? And then it gets too hot, you just kind of roll up the jeans. How's this style look? How's this style?
Nice.
Okay, fashion show is over. It's time to go back to showing the stuff that we got today. This is exactly what I mean. These are the things that you don't see because it's just not good. It's tough. It is already 4:20. Oh, I thought I was gonna show you a Depop sale, but no. And I still have to list and do this, but this is why I do YouTube. Okay, this is a good Bolo. This is a Vertex, if I remember right. The sell-through rate was pretty good on these. It wasn't like a crazy sale, but it was just a good sell-through rate. So good win there. Okay, just like what I was saying, American Eagle Outfitter, the Y2K cargo shorts, and some of the other American Eagle. I think I have some in this bundle actually. It's like an over 100% sell-through rate. Get these babies listed now so they can get in and out of your store before summer is over. Good little Bolo there is the Y2K American Eagles. Is this the other ones? Yeah, these are the other ones. So just these guys, they move. Whatever the sell-through rate is just over 100%. Oh, here is another Polo Ralph Lauren Brooks Brothers. I'm not gonna show you comps. We already went through comps, but this is the difference between button down and button up. You see how the collar is buttoned down? So like what my dad said, button down is what you do to the collar, button up is what you do to the shirt. So if there's ever buttons on it, search button down. That's really helpful. Shout out to my dad who worked in the clothing industry and had that saying. Nike SB. I got 2 different Nike SB. We got these shorts and we got these shorts right here. SB stands for skateboarding. Just a good Bolo brand. I mean, maybe there's some Nike SB that's really, really good if I remember right. But these are just really good bread and butter things. This is a Nook by Barnes & Noble. Tempting not to keep this for myself, but I actually like physical books. Crazy sell-through rate, and there were some that were even untested that were just this right here, and just insanity with how good the sell-through rate was with this. 3 years ago now, I made it a goal when I was working in other businesses to read a book a week, which is 56 books in a year, or 52 books in a year. And I read 56 books. They were all self-help books and business books, and it was so interesting because at the end of the year, actually the last book I read was the entire Bible. So that's why like recently I've been just way more on fire and way more open about talking about my faith and my journey. Out of the 56, I'm just gonna make a random number up, but I'd have to do an actual deep dive. Maybe like 15 or 10 of them were like profound, at least in my opinion, that were like, oh my gosh, this book is insane, or this is really helpful. A few that come to mind is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, the Steve Jobs book. I forget by the author that interviewed him, but that Steve Jobs book was just insane. And now I'm slowing and transitioning into books that I just enjoy. That's like comic books, that is manga, that is like fantasy books. I haven't read I have 2 fantasy books that I have to read right now. Red Rising is one of them, and then I forget the other one, it's upstairs somewhere. And then I'm reading some manga right now because I just enjoy books. And yeah, you should too. But I'm trying to like pull out more of the creativity. That's why I'm doing YouTube, and like I'm reading comics and watching movies more to just pull out that creative side of me more. But anyways, I just got to get this thing listed. Okay, this was the first find. I had 2 times a day where I just grabbed arms full of stuff. And this was one of the things that I got. New with tags, Lululemon, original price $98. These are the Dance Studio joggers. Lululemon is very hard to find the exact brand and model for it. I probably would sell so much faster Lululemon. I know there's a website out there that will like show you. I've tried using it, never worked for me. But this plus the 17 things of Brooks Brothers that we got is what we got all today. And then there's a couple other things I'll show you in winners, but let's just see what we got just today. 50. Holy cow. That's a lot for just a day that I had today. Normally we're grabbing that much on a Monday sometimes. 50 items in one day is pretty good. And then we've got the death pile behind me as well. So that brings a lot of peace and comfort into this. But we got to go upstairs. We got to get listing. I'll show you some of the things that we're listing as well. Like I said, guys, time's ticking. And this is the reality of this. I was just talking to somebody at the bins today where it's like, it's so interesting how much more rewarding this industry is compared to other businesses that I've worked in. I've worked in coaching, I've worked in social media, I've worked in real estate, I've done it all. And for some reason, this feels the most rewarding. This is the one business that I've made it this far without getting shiny objects of starting other businesses that have nothing to do with this. You could call YouTube and whatever another business, if you will, but this business has just been so rewarding and so enjoyable. As you see, going up to be able to get personals and to talk clothing and to do all of this, it's just really, really fun. I enjoy it a lot. Let's get to listing. This is what a supportive partner looks like, aka supportive future wifey. This woman right here just knew that we were running late today and we were running short on time. You're the best. These are Levi 501s. These are like an olive green. I don't know if the camera picks up on that. And I think they're vintage as well. Yes. These are, does it say made? Yep. Made in USA, to my understanding, 2003. I don't know if you can read that. But it says made in USA, 3430. Pretty nice. Pretty solid condition. These are the next guys going up. Now, this is like half the reason why I love YouTube.
So much fun.
Is documenting this stuff where we can look back on like, oh man, remember when we were in the 1-bedroom apartment, like listing things in the living room? Yes. This used to be like a office for my other business. So like that little corner, like we had a desk and everything all set up there. But now this is like our listing station. Here's the books that I was telling you about, by the way. Then I started getting into manga and comics. You can see here I have 3 Spider-Man comics. I've only read Spider-Man. I read 1 Fantastic Four comic, and I've just only enjoyed the Spider-Man one so far. So yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs, go grab my laptop, and go list some of these items. So let's get to it. Forgot the keys. Forgot the keys. Chris Mix here.
No, Chris. Whoops.
Sometimes people ask me where I get these boxes from. These are from Uline. They are the... shout out to Profit First Reseller. He sent me some tape. I'm not sure if he's changing the name, but he calls it God Tier Tape. And I wanted to put it in action. These scissors kind of suck. I don't have an affiliate yet with God Tier Tape. I gotta sign up. So I think there'll be an affiliate link in this video. I wanted to show you guys the tape in action. So we're gonna have our fancy dancy model over here. Okay, so 2 forms of tape, okay? Obviously, this one's God Tier Tape. It's the tape, it's not the gun. He sent me the gun though, which, dude, thank you. Oh, here it is. 24 by 10 by 8 Uline boxes. All right, model, tape gun me.
My favorite noise.
Okay, everybody, nice and quiet for me. Here we go.
I do not like that noise.
And it smells like vinegar. I've never realized that until we got this tape. It smells straight up like vinegar.
Every time I'm like, ah!
So this, I think, oh, actually, this is Amazon tape. I got this from Amazon. It was just the cheapest tape option that we can get. No link there, okay? Fun fact, what I do is I fold these down like this. It just creates more room over here. Thank you.
Every time I see a box, you know what I think of?
What?
Of course, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Remember, I got you this box for Christmas, or was it for Christmas? It was. Gosh, what episode was it? It was like, I got you this box, and Scribbler kept changing the channels. Oh yes, when Patrick and SpongeBob were sharing and playing in this this empty box.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford a present this year, so I got you this box.
That's what I got you! Isn't there anything on that isn't about boxes?
Imagination.
Yeah, and he just kept changing the channel and going crazy, and it's all about boxes.
God Tier Tape. He just sent this to me, literally said, I can make a video if I want to, I don't have to. I can sign up an affiliate if I want to, I don't have to. I've just been using this, and it's pretty cool. Does the camera pick up on that? Massive difference in thickness. So it's gonna cover more. This is the first time God Tier Tape has seen me do. Good?
Yes.
Are we ready? My favorite part. Oh,
It's so nice. That is so nice.
butter. Straight up
Yes.
butter.
It literally is. Thank you so much.
I wanted to kind of give you guys an update on the store. Just because I haven't really given, I don't know if I've kind of broken down the store itself. Ilio Island headquarters. So we still update. We still have SKU number 1. I don't even know what this is at this point. That's a North Face. Interesting. SKU number 1 is still here. SKU number 1, you're holding strong. You don't have to go. We would like if you went, but you don't have to go. So it's okay, SKU number 1. But we keep going here. If anyone's wondering, we get these shelving things at Costco. They're just the plastic shelves at Costco. Now here is some of the hat bulk buys that we got. I actually did some videos on that. We've sold a decent amount of hats, but there's a lot that still haven't moved, like these ouchies. So that's just what it is. Goes all the way down. And this is what we just listed today. I think we have one more item upstairs, and we are at SKU 2177. That's the biggest SKU that we have right now. Obviously it's growing. We're definitely going to need to get another rack here. And I'd be curious if you guys can see the store. This is just a garage, okay? I have 2 thoughts. For another, when we have to get another one of these, we did this once before. We just put the next shelf right here and just leave a walkway. So the shelf would be here, and we'd have a walkway that would go down. We'd move this table, and then so on and so on. Someone, actually my brother, made the suggestion that when we outgrow this, to put it up against the wall here. The problem is we have regular stuff here. You guys might see this in the background of some of the videos that I'm doing. So right now, these are items that are active, ready to go, and just ready to move and fly out of the store. These are things that are listed. So these are like big, heavy jackets and things like, honestly, that have been sitting for a long time. And then right here are the loose hats. This is everything that's gonna get—
fall pile.
Yes, the fall pile, thank you.
I actually found some pretty good items recently for that pile.
Yeah,
Like, it's kind of fun. Like, sometimes like you'd think like, oh, it's not in season, throw like a Patagonia. No, like, still take them.
now if the honeymoon wasn't here, I would say all of these would be listed by now. These will all already be in the store. The problem is that we have a honeymoon coming up, and I kind of want to just like get these items scheduled up and listed while we're gone on the honeymoon. We have a decent amount of things here, so we have to get this down before we get married. I don't really know what this is. This is just a table with stuff on it right now. My thought was to have this table be like a table that we can like just put dirty stuff on here, and then we can get a pile of things that need to get cleaned. Like, for example, got this really nice Polo Ralph Lauren jacket. I love these jackets so much, but it's got some schmutz on it that we need to get out. And then we have a nice Collar & Co shirt, but again, schmutz right here that we got to get out. So, and then here's my God tier tape. See? And then my ukulele.
Ooh.
It's just like a normal thing, you know. I just do that. Like, I'm just normal. Like, just realized that we went through this whole video and didn't record an outro the whole time. It's like saying, like, thanks for watching and that they should subscribe and stuff. Big whoopsies. Big whoopsies. So anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with us and going through these whole adventures with us and all of this. It's just great. Nadia is making, what are you making? Stuffed shells. And this video comes out tomorrow. So kind of late on recording the outro, but we just appreciate everybody that hangs out, that comments, and just engages in all of these videos. It's a road to getting married soon. We just did a bunch of wedding planning, getting Nadia to do this full time, the whole thing. We're so excited and so blessed to have you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on this video. New videos come out every single Monday. And what should they do? Subscribe
And like.
Oh yeah, and like. Thanks so much. God bless. Have an amazing week. Have an amazing day. And I hope you guys have great sales. All of you guys. Peace out.